Hello, beautiful love goddess. Today is another wonderful day. I'm so happy to have you here and tapping into the conversation about being a love goddess. And today, specifically, I want to talk to you and with you about owning parts of yourself, owning all parts of yourself, owning your dark side and owning your light side. And just a few days ago, I was sitting in my meditation room, and I can't remember what triggered this, but something in lines of where I had to stand my ground, right? With someone on the outside. I don't know if it was an employee. I don't know if it was someone else. I don't remember who that was. So please forgive me. I can't remember all the details, but I do remember thinking, how cool is it that I have reached the point of total, complete, utter self-acceptance and self-confidence, where I can literally say to a person yes, I am a bitch and I own it. But guess what? I'm also a light, and I'm a light worker. And I am also a spiritual person, and I own all of me. I own my bitch side, and I'm proud of it. And I own my light side, and I'm proud of it. I own my dark side, and I'm proud of it. I have a good job that I'm doing with this. And I own all parts of me. There is nothing that I'm working through all of it. And I'm doing my best, and that's really what I'm proud of myself for, right? So if there is someone who will come to me and say, oh, you are such a bitch, I'm not gonna be offended. You know what I'm gonna tell this person? I'm gonna say, fuck yeah, I am, and I own it. What else? They would tell me because they are insecure and they think that it's gonna hurt me, right? But I own that part of myself. Nothing can knock me down. Not even telling me that I'm a bitch, because I already know that. And I own that side of myself, but I also know that I have so much good stuff about me, and I'm doing my best, and I'm doing meditations, and I'm helping other women. And so if you don't like me, bye-bye. Right? Nobody can come and tell me who I am, because I know who I am, and I own who I am, and I own the dark side of me, and I own the light side of me, and I own all parts of me, because I've done for the past 10 years, I have been doing all of that personal development work, deep shadow work, that I have truly come to know myself. There is not a piece of me that I did not come to know or own. And I felt through the uncomfortable feelings, and I worked through all the stuff and all the shit. And yes, there's never an ending to a story. It's going to continue. But I'm at a place and a stage where I own it. And that is the most liberating feeling ever. And I really wish that for you as well. Because owning your darkness, owning that you are a bitch, tells me you have achieved the level of independence and the level of non-giving a fuckery that I have. That tells me you've done so much work on yourself. You've reached the point where you really don't care. You're at peace with who you are. Telling you that you're a bitch is not gonna make you feel, oh my God, what if other people find out? It's not gonna make you feel like you are such a bad person. Oh my God. It's not gonna make you feel that, oh, what if other people are not gonna love me, or they're not gonna accept me, or I'm gonna be exiled from the society. No, like, I've reached the point of non-give-a-fuckery to the advanced level that, like, that just gonna be like, yes, I am. Yes, I am. And I'm fucking proud that I am that independent that I can tell you, yes, I am. And yes, I am proud of it. And yes, I have to stand my foot a lot of times. And yes, I have to stand my ground. And yes, I have to express my own opinion. By the way, that does not make me a bitch. You might think I am. And so I've just like achieved such a level of like other people's opinions. They not gonna knock me down. Like, I know who I am. I am very connected to who I am, and it's just not gonna matter for me. I know exactly who I need to be because I already am that person, right? And so I know myself fully to tell you, yes, this, like, if I come, like, I don't even ever make decisions from a place of, should I make this or should I make this? Oh my God, I'm second guessing my decision I've made. Oh, I should have done this. Oh my God, I should have done this. Oh, now I regret it. Like, I've never do that bullshit. Like, I never go back and second guess my decisions. I know what I like, because I follow my authentic desire so deeply that I know that I make right choices because I feel in my heart. I validate myself. I don't go and use logic. And that's the problem that fucks so many women up. They use logic to justify or make decisions, and that's when they regret because they didn't use their authentic connection to who they are. I use my authentic connection to myself. I follow what feels good. This is how I make my decisions, and that's why I never second guess it, because I know I've made the best decision based from the place where I want to be going, and from the place of my inner guidance, right? And sometimes things work out and sometimes they don't, but I know I've given it my best, and I know a lot of times it's also a reroute in a new better direction, and sometimes it's just like a message to improve something in the process. So everything is a learning experience, but I never regret that or second guess that, because I come from the place. I may have, like, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I also have moments when I'm triggered, when I'm also very fiery person, right? So if you catch me in a moment of trigger, you better step aside, because you don't want to see that woman all worked out, right? But I've learned, and it's been a personal development journey too for me, to not act from that place of fire and let the fire subside. So when it's subsided, only then I bring up that conversation. We still have that conversation with the person that did something incorrectly, right? A lot of times this is regarding my employees. Like, sometimes if it's like very fiery trigger, and like I can't hold myself, then I check in with myself. It's like, oh my God, I'm in the middle of a fire. I need to shut up, work through that. So that's when I say, all right, I'm gonna take my time, and we'll speak when I'm ready, right? So a lot of times I would work through that, whatever the uncomfortable situation was, and then I'll address that in a conversation. But back to the original subject of this podcast is, I own who I am, and that's the most beautiful thing, and that's the most freeing thing that you can do for yourself. But that can only happen when you do the morning work, like I teach in the Lovegodesss Academy, in the Lovegodesss Journey, the only way you can learn who you are is if you do personal work. And that is an important step of a process to become comfortable with who you are on the inside. You can't fake it. Because if you trying to fake and look good on the outside, anyone who can come in, make a comment, and you are broken like a nice sculpture and you melt, right? So if you want to be strong like a stone, you really need to carve yourself, right? And that requires a lot of personal shadow work too, and going into uncomfortable feelings and working through them, understanding where they're coming from, where your fear is coming from, and all that. So a lot of that is really your morning work in the Lovegodesss journey. So but it is my deep desire for you to own who you are, know who you are, and really come from that place of authenticity and utter confidence that acknowledge that, yes, we all have good sides and dark sides. And it is when you self-accept and start coming from a place, I own being a bitch, and I own my light too. It doesn't make me less of a person. I'm doing my best. I'm like the most amazing person in the world, and nothing can knock me down.